And welcome back to another, it's the OSS duel. Right now we're looking at the Slifer graduation test from TenchinX, and his moderator will be McPartly Cloudy. Now the duel for Slifer is, you gotta win one match against either an admin or a knight. It looks like Tenchin is going with his magician deck. He activates Eternal Soul on his opponent's turn. He brings Dark Magic Attack to his hand. We'll see what happens next. He sets one face down card, and he summons Breaker the Magical Warrior. He gets that spell counter for being Breaker, and now he's up to 1900 attack points. And he uses Eternal Soul to bring out Dark Magician. He goes into the battle phase, Dark Magician attacks, and he destroys Breaker the Magical Warrior. McPartly Cloudy's turn. He has 6 cards in his hand, with Old Vindictive Magician in the graveyard. He sets another card face down, and then Tenchin draws again. Tenchin's turn. He has now currently 3 monsters on the field, and he also has Eternal Soul out on the field. He uses Dark Magician to attack, and Parley Cloudy had down Marshmelon, and Tenchin loses life points. Marshmelon cannot be destroyed by battle, and when it's attacked while it's face down, the opponent will lose 1,000 life points. But the question is, does Tenchin have the cards he has to take him out? Well, we'll just have to find out. Well, what I'm thinking is, he could use Eternal Soul and see if he can bring 1,000 knives from his deck to his hand. But maybe he doesn't have 1,000 knives. Interesting selection, since since having those cards are handy for these kinds of deals. But for right now, we have Prisma. He summons Prisma and he uses his effect. And now Prisma will become Dark Magician. And now he will use Eternal Soul. And most likely, yep, he brought that Magician from his graveyard to the field. Now he has 3 Dark Magicians, and we'll see what happens. Nothing happens, and we go to Cloudy's turn. He activates Fisher, which will send Prisma to the graveyard for having the lowest attack. Now if I was here, I would find a way to destroy that Eternal Soul, as it would clear his field of all monsters when that face-up card leaves the field. But right now, Cloudy is just biding his time with that Marshmelon. It looks like Tenchin doesn't really have cards to get rid of it. He might have a Raki later, but for right now, he just sets another card. Now this is dangerous at the same time. It can be very useful. Eternal Soul is a good secure card. Oh! Cloudy brings out Mystical Space Typhoon. But Tenchin's ready for it and has Dark Bribe on the field. And Partly Cloudy has to discard Divine Dragon Ragnarok for having too many cards in his hand. Oh, Tenchin flips up that Dark Magician, flips up and destroys Marshmelon. Now Cloudy's field is completely empty. We'll see what happens now. And we have 2 Dark Magic attacks directly, and an Old Vindictive Magician direct attack. But McPartly Cloudy is at 2,550 points, while TenchinX has 7,000. Cloudy activates Upstart Goblin, and he sets 1 card face down. Oh, and we see a banish, and we see Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. He attacks 1 Dark Magician, and he attacks Old Vindictive Magician to really nail some points in. Now, if he didn't have the cards to take out Marshmelon, does he have cards to take out Blackluster Soldier? Well, we'll find out. On the end phase, TenchinX uses it to bring back 1 Dark Magician. TenchinX is a Slifer Red, while McPartly Cloudy is one of 2 OSS admins. No, he's not an admin, my mistake. He's a knight. The highest ranking place anyone can happen. TenchinX sets 1 card face down, and he ends his turn. Cloudy draws. If he wants to win, he has to figure out a way to destroy that Eternal Soul. And he has a good idea. He brings up Breaker the Magical Warrior. But did TenchinX prepare for this? He removes that spell counter and successfully destroys Eternal Soul. TenchinX activates Book of Moon, but it's a little too late. Blackluster Soldier attacks, and TenchinX is down to 1950. Now the tides have turned for TenchinX, but I'm sure he can turn it around with his next card. He sets one card face down, and he activates Summoner Art. Summoner Art is a spell card that can add one level 5 or higher normal monster from your deck to your hand, and he chooses his third Dark Magician. He sets one monster in defense mode, and that will be the end of his turn. Partly Cloudy summons Mirage Dragon, and he flips back up Breaker. This does not look good. Blackluster attacks that face down, and his second effect will go in. Partly Cloudy takes the first win. They both exchange good games, and now we're on to Sighting. Sighting is a very amazing opportunity where you could take out cards from your deck and put in ones from your side deck. Hopefully that can give someone a bit of an edge. TenchinX would be looking for a way to destroy single monsters, while McPartly Cloudy's probably going to find more ways to destroy Eternal Soul. Most likely when it first comes up, so he doesn't have to even deal with them. McPartly Cloudy looked like he was going to lose early on, and looked like Marshmallow was his only shot. But it looks like TenchinX, he has a thing or two to learn. Most likely he had a face down prepared for this event, but because Cloudy summoned Mirage Dragon, that trap card was absolutely useless. And soon we're going to have round 2. TenchinX needs to win this in order to stay in the running to become a Ra, a member of the Ra dorm in the OSS system. People start in on the Slifer dorm, and they occasionally move up. Cloudy gives a warning for that 2-minute sighting rule. Well, it's unfortunate because there's no timer that keeps track. And round 2 begins. And we'll find out who starts. TenchinX starts, and he summons Prisma in attack mode. He uses his effect, and he brings out one Dark Magician, and he uses Eye of Timaeus. Because he's preparing for that Mystical Space Typhoon. He ends with Paladin on the field. Partly Cloudy's turn. He sets 2 cards face down. He sets 3 cards face down, and 1 monster in face down defense mode. Last time he did this, he had Marshmallow in face down. But let's see what happens here. TenchinX summons Breaker the Magical Warrior, and he uses his ability to remove 1 spell counter, which is 300 attack points, to target the middle card, which is Dark Bribe. He goes into his battle phase. Dark Paladin attacks the face down, and Magic Cylinder is activated, negating the attack and him losing life points. McPartly Cloudy draws. He is at 8,000, while TenchinX is at 5,100. We'll see what happens now. It's TenchinX's turn, and both players have 2 monsters on the field. And he summons a second Breaker, the Magical Warrior, and he uses his effect to destroy his last face down. And it's another Dark Bribe. Paladin attacks, and we have a Masked Dragon. Masked Dragon. And he uses this effect to bring out another Masked Dragon. Breaker attacks, it's a second Masked Dragon, and we're going to be bringing out that third Masked Dragon. I guess we are. And that third Breaker is going to go out, and now we're going to have Armed Dragon level 3. That's the Masked Dragon Armed Dragon level 3 is really great. It's a great combo. But the question is, will TenchinX be ready? During the standby phase, Cloudy activates Armed Dragon level 3's effect to bring out level 5 during the standby phase. And let's see if he can go even farther. Armed Dragon attacks Breaker, and He chooses not to go up to level 7. Maybe he doesn't have level 7 in his hand, but now we have a really tough angle now. Though it looked like he was able to get level 5 out, what he really had TenchinX got were 3 Masked Dragons and an Armed Dragon in the graveyard, which means Dark Paladin now is at 5,400 attack points because of his card effect. This card gains 500 attack for each Dragon-type monster on the field and in either player's graveyard. Now, Dark Paladin attacks, and Partly Clouded loses 3,000 life points. And Breaker destroys a Divine Dragon Ragnarok that was also set down. Partly Cloudy has no cards on the field, but now here looks like a prime opportunity to come back. Cloudy sets 1 card face down, and that'll be the end of that. TenchinX draws. He only has 4 monsters in his graveyard, a Paladin on the field, a Breaker on the field, and an old Vindictive Magician that's just flipped up. Here it looks like we have game. Dark Paladin attacks, and TenchinX wins the second match. Fantastic and excellent use of old Vindictive Magician. Partly Cloudy wasn't able to draw that Blackluster Soldier, and he definitely had the... No, he didn't have the cards for it either. In his graveyard, he had 3 traps, 3 Masked Dragons, a level 3 and level 5 Armed Dragon, Divine Dragon Ragnarok, and Defender the Magical Knight. And now we go into the final game. TenchinX starts, and he puts 1 monster in face down defense and 1 card face down. And Partly Cloudy draws. And Cloudy mirrors it with 1 monster and 1 face down. Tekken draws. Tekken brings out Breaker the Magical Warrior, and he will use his effect to get rid of that face down card, which just happens to be Dark Bribe. Breaker attacks the face down card, and it is revealed to be Marshmallow. This menace again from the first game. After damage calculation, if this card was attacked and was face down at the start of the damage step, the attacking player takes 1,000 damage, and it cannot be destroyed by battle. Partly Cloudy tributes Marshmallow to bring out Jinzo, which negates every trap on the field. And now we'll go into his battle phase. Psychic Shock and take out Breaker. Oh, TenchinX surprised him with a face-down magic card. Not many people use a quick play magic card instead of a trap card nowadays, but it's a very good surprise, especially with people using Jinzo. TenchinX puts 1 card face down. This sacrifices 2 cards and summons Dark Magician. His Dark Magic attack will take out Jinzo. His other face-down monster was Apprentice Magician. Oh, Galaxy Cyclone is used by Partly Cloudy to take out that 1 face-down. Oh, and it's Eternal Soul. Only better hope he has more than 1. Partly Cloudy puts 1 monster face down, and this is interesting now. Dark Magician attacks the face down. It's a Masked Dragon. Masked Dragon to bring out level 3. This can only mean one thing. It possibly means Partly Cloudy has a plan to take out Dark Magician. During his standby phase, he sends Armed Dragon level 3 to the graveyard to bring out Armed Dragon level 5. 2,400 attack points though, and a Goblin attack force. Oh, how clever. He brings Book of Moon out to put Dark Magician into defense mode, so Armed Dragon can take him out with 2,400. TenchinX draws 46,000 attack points, while Partly Cloudy still has his 8,000. He activates his Rata Key to take out his Armed Dragon and Goblin attack force, leaving his field completely open. And he ends his turn, because he doesn't have any monsters. Cloudy draws and he summons Luster Dragon. Let's see if he can take out more life points. Oh, and it looks like the game froze. Ah, I hate when that happens. Now, the question is, what did it freeze on? Oh, it froze on Call of the Haunted. He would have probably brought back his Dark Magician. And now we're gonna refresh. We're gonna find him again. By part of Cloudy versus Steve Saul? No, I don't think so. That purpose goes to TenchinX. I don't think so. No, not this time, Steve Saul. Steve Saul is a Raw and the winner of the quarterfinalists. Cloudy will wait. Cloudy is currently a knight in the OSS group, and we'll find out what is going to happen next. TenchinX is he's waiting for his opponent to return, and here am I, JK. I'm gone, and TenchinX returns. Now the policy: if a game freezes, they will restart the last duel, unless there are enough admins to judge the duel at the very end. And depending on where they are in the match, they will surrender until they get to their proper number. It also gives them an opportunity to side the cards out so their decks are near what they were in the previous duel. The game is the match is tied at 1-1. Make Partly Cloudy won the first match, TenchinX won the second match, and we are about to check out the third match. And we'll see what happens now, once they finish siding. And they finally get the game too. Hopefully they finish their siding for the first game. And now we're going to go into game number 3. Again, TenchinX versus Partly Cloudy. TenchinX is playing for his Cipher test, and we will find out how everyone is going to be. Everyone's going to be in a very interesting place right now. We have some commentators in the chat box right now, but you wouldn't know that. So for right now, TenchinX starts off again. He'll play a monster face down defense and 1 card face down. Partly Cloudy's turn. Both people are at 8,000 life points, and he starts off with Galaxy Cyclone very early on in the game, taking out Call of the Haunted, his face down monster. Partly Cloudy summons Defender the Magical Warrior, and he will destroy 1 Apprentice Magician. Apprentice Magician's effect is if it's destroyed by battle, you can summon 1 level 2 or lower spellcaster monster from your deck in face down defense position. It's a very good setup for either Old Vindictive Magician, Magician of Faith, or just another Apprentice Magician. TenchinX will summon Breaker the Magical Warrior, and he will destroy Magic Cylinder. Now, Breaker the Magical Warrior and Defender the Magical Knight are both, they're like 2 sides of the same coin. Defender's more on defense, while everything is on more offense. But it looks like something went wrong and his counter didn't work. So both monsters are destroyed. TenchinX draws, and he puts 1 more monster in face down defense mode. Looks like he's not confident. Partly Cloudy summons Breaker the Magical Warrior, and he's going to attack with a 1900 attack Beat Stick. He's going to destroy another Apprentice Magician, and he'll set another monster in face down defense mode. It's good to destroy those magicians early instead of having to deal with them later in the game. And TenchinX summons Skilled Dark Magician, 1900 attack points and 1700 defense points. He's going to end I guess as I always say, a good offense is a great defense. McFarlane Cloudy is drawing. And he will activate Shard of Greed. Shard of Greed is a spell card that allows, after 2 turns of it being on the field, you can draw 2 cards. It's like the legal version of Pawn of Greed. Breaker attacks and destroys his 3rd and last Apprentice Magician. And he activates Mystical Space Typhoon. He's going to take out that Call of the Haunted, and he's going to add 1 more spell counter onto his Skill Dark Magician. And he activates Raticate as well. Skill Dark Magician activates this effect, and he's going to bring out Dark Magician from his deck. You can tribute Skill Dark Magician with 3 spell counters on it, and you can special summon Dark Magician from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And he recently summoned another Skill Dark Magician. And now, McFarlane Cloudy's attack points are at 3,600, while TenchinX is still at 8,000. He's at a very good point in the game. It looks like this might be the end of the game, actually. He tributes 2 monsters and brings out another Dark Magician. And it looks like this might be the end for McFarlane Cloudy. Oh, we have 2 more, and he brings out his trump card. TenchinX brings out the Sorcerer of Dark Magic. He direct attacks, Skilled Dark Magician, and we have a new Ra member, TenchinX. Congratulations. And may everyone be amazing. PM Music Command 2 out.